In my tray, I have a pendant, I have some pearl beads, I have some gold glass beads, and if you look beneath the tray, you will see some sand beads. You see them inside. Sand beads are inside. See them. So right now I'll be showing you how to make a neck piece and a bangle. The basic thing I want you to learn from this lesson are: 1, how to get your bead settings. For example, if you're going to be making beads of jewelry pieces in bulk, that is how you make money from jewelry. So note this is one of the secrets of making money in jewelry business. When you make a particular design in bulk, you see all those jewelries that come from China, they make a particular design for a 40-feet container. Are you getting the idea I am putting it to your head? So whatever design you're making, if you are deciding to make money or business out of your skill, you have to learn how to make in bulk. When you make in bulk, you are able to market online, you're able to source for people that you supply to in the market. And consistency is very important in business. Whatever you are doing, you have to be consistent. So if people know that they will always get something from you, they will always come back. If they are sure that you are reliable. So if you're starting this business, you're getting a bag of this pearl in the market. A bag is sold for like 5,000 naira. This bag, this particular quality. This particular quality is sold for 5,000 naira, and you can make up to 30 to 50 pieces of neck piece. You can run it as a set, the neck and the bangle. You can get 50 pieces from it. So imagine something you bought for 5,000 naira and you're selling for 500 naira each. It's a lot. So for your community, the Mephibosheth table, this is another way to raise money for your events. If you have an event that you are being invited to come and display, these are one of the things you can make. You can use 10,000 naira to make up to 20, 30, 40,000 naira for your community. This is how you grow. This is how you can empower yourself as a group, coming together to work together. So I want you to embrace this skill. Think of how to put your minds together to grow, to make money, because money make everything go round. If you're in a particular community and you are not feeling a positive impact, with time you might start thinking of not to show up anymore. But how does it favor you? It is your mindset coming out together, putting ideas together. How can we grow in this community? How can we empower ourselves? If we are going to make so amount of money, we can use it to empower ourselves. This can help you to stop being dependent on people. You have to create value. It is when people see the value you create, they come to support you. Imagine coming to sell this at a fair or an event or whatever program you are being invited to as women of Mephibosheth table. you have something to present, you have jewelry to sell. Jewelry is one business that the price can never be static. You can sell jewelry based on who you meet. You can come for an event and you see that the people seated there are people that can afford 2,000 naira without complaining. You can begin to sell something of 500 for 2,000 naira. That is more than 200% profit. If you have hand sanitizers you have produced, if you have coconut oils that have been packaged, if you have shea butter that have been well packaged, if you have liquid soap that have been well packaged, these are items you can display on a table given to you as Mephibosheth table. I want you to have a different mindset after this training, that you tell yourself there are a lot of things I can do. There are a lot of things that I can do. And you will appreciate God for the blessing of putting all of you together in a community who are ready to collaborate. Time waits for no one. No matter how much somebody gives you, if from the depth of your heart you decide not to move, nothing will move for you. So with this training, I want you to have a different mindset. I'll be giving you a lot of ideas. I'll be telling you my stories, how I started. So tonight, the first thing I said we'll be learning is the importance of producing in bulk. So in that bulk production, if you're coming together for an event, even if you're able to raise 10,000 naira, you can make jewelries that you can sell for up to 300 profit margin. Just get a beautiful nylon bag, package it, that's all. You stay at your table and sample what you have. Bulk pays. When you make things in bulk, you're able to do a pricing, know your profit margin. You think of how to distribute it. It is with bulk production you are able to run promos. If you want to run an internet advert, you can say buy two and get one free. Things like that. Even if you want to make the designs different, tell yourself, I'm getting a bag of this bead and I would find a way to be creative, to make 3 different designs. While you do that, the second thing you'll be learning tonight is how to document. When you document your production, if you're making 3 different designs, make sure you sketch it on a paper or on your book, your record book. You do your sketching, you do your counting. If you're using, for each neck piece, I'm using 30 pieces of pearl. I'm doing 2 glass gold beads. I'm doing 1 pendant. I am going to be using the neck hook, or if you're not going to be using the neck hook, you're using 20 pieces of sand beads. You document these things. What is the reason for documenting? The reason for documenting is to have more hands on deck. When you have a documented work, it makes the work easier. You can get everybody's hand on it. Everybody knows the formula and everybody is repeating it to get what? The same quality. To get it perfect. To make it faster. To help us have accountability. If in the bag we have up to 2,000 seeds of beads and we are using 30 pieces of beads for each. With that and your calculator, you're able to know exactly how many pieces you're supposed to get from one bag. I hope we are getting something tonight. So with your documentation, you're able to help get more hands on deck. Even people that were not there where you started, you can say, okay, just sit down and string 30 beads, single gold glass beads in between each 10. With the documentation and the sketch on the paper, everybody is able to replicate the same work even when you are not there. Then if you are producing for yourself, it is easier to set up a creative industry with the spec available on site. Even when you are not around, people are able to replicate what you intentionally wanted to produce, because you already have the sketch down, you already have the drawing down, you already have what it's going to look like. All they have to do is just to look at the formula and replicate it. So this is the second thing you'll be taking notes tonight. The third thing we'll be learning tonight is how to close, or how to tie. How to tie when you are done stringing. That is one important aspect of beading. It makes your work look firm. It makes your work look beautiful. Imagine making beads and everything is loosening, a lot of spaces and all of that. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't even look luxurious, because jewelry are luxurious items. These are items people do not even plan to buy. There are things when people look at them, they just make a fast decision. That is why you should be creative, make it beautiful. It's something that when somebody sees it, they don't think twice, they just pay you. So you have to be very careful how you arrange your work, how attractive it looks, how quality it also looks. If somebody is looking at your work and it's looking so fragile and looking haggard, nobody would patronize you. But when the work is all put up together, and jewelry is best sold when packaged in fancy bags or very neat nylons, very beautiful boxes. There are some jewelries, they tell you the prices. You imagine, is it for the jewelry inside this box or for the carton? Am I paying for the carton? And you see people buying it without thinking twice. It's a luxury product. So when you're putting it together, you have to be creative. You have to be a fun. It should look appeasing. It should be something that looks appeasing. Somebody does not need too much conviction to buy them. They should just look at it. Most of the China jewelry you see are so fragile, and they are sold fast. They sell very fast because it blinks a lot. You should be able to combine blinks, make it blink. Anything that blinks sells fast. So these are the three things I'll be showing you tonight. The first one, you sketch, document, and how to close up. So watch carefully, read carefully, and you see how impactful this class will be for you. Thank you.